Alright everybody, this is a quick video tutorial to show you how I booked a flight from New York to Belgrade for $143 round trip. So this was an airfare and obviously it's gone. I think it was up for just 1 hour or 2 at the most. And I was lucky enough to grab it as soon as I saw it. So I received a notification about this flight, so this airfare, and there are a lot of websites that will post airfares and good, affordable, cheap flights all around the world. So Airfare Spot is one of my favorite. So if you go here, so this is where you would go on their website and see everything. So Crazy Low, New York to Belgrade, Serbia for 143 round trip, non-stop. That's very important, so you don't have a crazy layover in the middle of nowhere, and because that's not going to work well with the kids. So you want to look at the details. First things first, where it's leaving from and where it's going to. Even though I'm in Houston, I don't mind leaving from New York. I'll just figure out a way to get to New York at a later time. That's not a big problem. It's between September and November. I had already planned on going to Europe in November. I wanted to spend my birthday, November 19th, and Thanksgiving, combine these days, so I would have a long vacation in Europe for about 10 days. So I already had that in mind. So when I saw that it included November, then I was like, okay, let me just work my dates. And it doesn't say that it doesn't include Thanksgiving per se, so that's a good sign. And the return has to be between September and November as well, so this still works. So this is just a general recommendation that the website and all websites like Airfare Spot would make. Basically, don't book your hotel and your rental car before you get a confirmation of your airfare, because sometimes it's a real mistake from the airline and they will not honor the ticket that you buy, and sometimes they will honor it. So don't make any further plans until you get confirmation. The airline is Air Serbia. I've never been on it, but I'm guessing that it's good since it's leaving from New York. So I'm thinking, okay, I can trust that airline. It's a non-stop, 8 hours and 50 minutes the way there, 10:30 on the way back, which is okay. All right, I'm looking at departure, arriving there in the morning, just like most flights to Europe, they're usually overnight, and that's pretty good when you travel with kids. So this is pretty much it for this. So what do? You actually just go, well, I'm going to click on this. It should take me into the booking platform where I can book the flight, but keep in mind that since the deal is dead, it's not going to show me $143. Okay, so I'm going to click on it, and I was taken to Momondo. All right, and what I did is that I selected the dates that I wanted, and the dates that I selected were November 17th all the way till Monday the 28th, because I figure I can take these days off right before Thanksgiving. I have Thanksgiving off. I'm leaving for the weekend. It's very doable. And I chose, well, it was 2 adults, my husband and I, 2 children. So the little guy who is 1 and the other guy who is 2. All right. So 4 passengers and search. So this is how much it is right now, and it's still searching. So with Air Serbia, right now is at 387, which is not that bad, really. Well, 379, it's not that bad, and it's still searching. Okay, and that's per person. So from New York to Belgrade at 379, it's not that bad, but the total is 1515. Okay, my total was 532. So I went ahead and went to the site, and it took me to Travel Genie, where actually entered all the passengers' information and the card and everything. So I booked it through Travel Genie. I've never heard of it, but I figured, I'm using my credit card. If everything goes south, I can get a refund. All right, so this is basically how I did it. So now that we have, since my initial plan wasn't really to go to Serbia, my initial plan was to spend some time in Paris and Barcelona. These are the two cities where we want to cover. So, given that there are very cheap and affordable flights within cities in Europe, I figured, okay, let's just find a way there, and then we'll figure out how to get to Paris and everything. So, Serbia. If you want to know how to go from Serbia to Barcelona or Paris, there's a very interesting way to do it. So let's go into Serbia airport and go into the Wikipedia page. And what we're looking for is basically airlines that are flying out of this airport. All right, so right here, airlines and destinations, and here is a list of all the airlines flying out of Serbia and where they're going to. So I'm looking for Paris right now. I see Barcelona here with Aviolet. Never heard of the airline, but hey, it's operated by Air Serbia, so I guess I can trust them. They're going to Barcelona. Let me look for Paris. EasyJet. That's a pretty I guess popular one. Going to Geneva, sure, why not? Let's see where Paris is. Brussels, right here. There you go. Air Serbia is actually going to Charles de Gaulle, so I could either go through Air Serbia, so then I would go into Air Serbia's website and book a one-way from Serbia to Paris, to CDG, and then from Paris I could just take a train down to Barcelona, and then from Barcelona we could take Aviolet to go back to Serbia. Okay, so this is basically how you book a cheap flight on an air from the airline. I don't know if the airline made an error or not. It's not really my problem. As long as I got the flight and that they will honor it. And yeah, for 143. So we're all going for November. I'm pretty excited about it. And I hope this video tutorial helps. And if you have any more questions, just let me know. Alright, bye for now.